Welcome to my first trimester pregnancy recap video. This is all about baby number 2 for me. If you are new to my channel or haven't seen any of my videos, I have a 2-year-old son, and when I was pregnant with him, I have a whole series on my channel about my pregnancy with Houston, and I did first, second, and third trimester recap videos, and did like a sharing with our family video and finding out I'm pregnant video. And here we are with baby number 2, well, like 3 years later, I guess, because when I was pregnant with him was the fall. I found out in the fall of 2018. He came in the summer of 2019. But it's just really weird. I'm having like deja vu in this moment, like filming this video. And it's kind of true what everyone says with your second, third pregnancy. You're busier, you have a toddler you're chasing after. So this is late. I definitely have not and probably won't be doing as many, but I want to do some videos for this pregnancy as well and just get super excited about it. I just want to give a little synopsis of my first trimester, and then I'm also going to include the video of myself finding out. It's just a little clip, and then my husband finding out as well. So I am filming this in our nursery. I'm going to say our nursery because it's my son Houston's room right now, and it's been his nursery, but it will be baby number 2's nursery, and then Houston will transition into a new room. So it's super nice like having that set up already. We are going to change or add 2 things to this room just to make it special and exciting for baby number 2. I don't know if my husband knows yet, but I'm gonna get a new light fixture because the one in here is just the standard one that came with the house. And then the wall behind me, which is where the crib is, I want to do board and batten. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do it all the way up the wall or do it halfway, and then with that, whether the other half would be wallpaper or paint in an accent color. And then also if I do the whole thing, I don't know if I'll just do it white or if I would paint it an accent color or do white halfway up and with the board mat and paint that an accent color on top. So if you have any input or suggestions or care about my board and batten accent wall in the nursery, leave it below and let me know what you think. But I just think that doing those 2 little things will make it like special and exciting and feel new for baby number 2. And then of course we'll be doing a toddler room for Houston. So right now I will put the clip in of finding out and then also sharing with Dano. So when I found out, we were trying, so it wasn't like a surprise per se, but I definitely didn't think that I was gonna get a positive test because I had every symptom in the book for like getting my period. So I thought I was getting my period. I took a test just to rule it out. I wasn't necessarily late, but maybe like I would have been getting my period that day or the next day. And when I found out I was pregnant with baby number 2, I was 4 weeks and 2 days pregnant, which is very similar to when I found out with Houston. So just right around the time you would be getting your period, which is like the earliest you can find out. I suppose you can test earlier, but like I like to try to wait, I guess, until that time frame. So again, I was shocked. I'll put in the clip. I took the test by myself in my bathroom on a Monday morning before work started, and I did not expect to get the positive. June 28th, this was the last thing I was expecting. Positive test. I had every symptom of getting my period. I just took it on a whim. Dano and Houston are downstairs. Didn't tell him I was gonna take it. I seriously was like, told him I was getting my period, and I thought I was. So I'm going to have Houston hand this to Dano and film him. I just took one of like the 98-cent cheap ones because I didn't think it would be pregnant. So I'm not even gonna take like the expensive one right now because I'm too excited. I'm just gonna have Houston hand this to Dano and then hopefully he'll figure it out. Okay, so after I got the positive test, I was really excited, and I know when I told him with the first baby, I did like a whole surprise thing in a box, but this one I just like wanted to tell him right away. So I went downstairs to the kitchen where Houston and Dan were, and I handed Houston the test, and then he gave it to my husband Dan, and he did not like really understand, but you'll see in the video. I'll put that. Give that to Dad. Give it to Dad.
What is this on? I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna guess what it means right there. Tell him what that's gonna
Houston, be. That's a brother or sister.
In that little card.
In Mommy's belly.
They're gonna steal your milk.
Uh-oh.
Are you gonna be okay with that? No?
Does Mommy have a baby in her belly?
Yeah.
I do. Do you think it's gonna be a brother or a sister?
This cereal might be too advanced for you. What do you think?
Is it a brother or a sister?
Did you know this?
No. Okay, so the test that I took, I have right here. So I swear by these tests. I've literally shared with so many people, but I'm gonna share with you guys. They're 98 cents from Walmart, and I truly believe they work just as good as any expensive ones. So I would, if I were you, like if I was myself again getting pregnant, I would buy a bunch of these. But literally $1. This is what I got my positive test on. And it's kind of weird because I have the one that I took. I know some people think that's really weird, but you like drop your sample in there, and then the test line is there and the control line's there. So this is what I gave to my husband, which is why he didn't really know like what to think, because it's not like a normal one where it says pregnant or not, and it's not a digital. Later that day, I did take a clear blue non-digital, which is just like a little more of expensive, accurate test. So anyways, I got those positive tests, and then I scheduled my first appointment, which they let me do around like, they said they wanted me to be 10 weeks, but I just kind of like begged, and they let me schedule it at 8.5. So the most agonizing 4 weeks, just like the first time I was pregnant. I just hate having to wait a whole month to like see your baby's heartbeat. I just think it's just like the worst wait in the world is those 4 weeks, because you just don't know if everything's okay. And so I'll kind of go through some of my symptoms that I had in my first trimester, and then I'll show you guys some stuff that I've gotten for the baby. But I'm going to do this as first trimester being 0 to 14 weeks, and then second will be till 28, and then 40. I'm actually 19 weeks pregnant, so like I said, this is late, but I'll just walk through like what happened in that first trimester. So basically, I actually had cramping in my back and pressure in my abdomen of week 5. And that was something different that I didn't have with Houston, was like that constant pressure. So I did call about that, and they said, you know, just monitor it, make sure you're not spotting or anything, but it can be normal. So I had that. I actually had a mild sciatica, which I got with my first pregnancy. I got that around week 12 in my first pregnancy, and no joke, this one I got it at week 5. But thankfully it's been super mild. It hasn't been like moderate or severe at all. It's basically on my left side, and I just can't really sleep or lay or lean on that side for too long, because if you don't know what sciatica is, just Google it, but it's basically like a nerve being compressed. So that was something I had super early. I did the same thing with my first pregnancy at week 6. I started getting nausea or feeling kind of icky, and that exactly happened on week 6 to the day, and it did last till week 12, where I just felt kind of, I never threw up thank goodness, but I just felt a little bit nauseous intermittently all day long and queasy and just like gross, and didn't have a big appetite, wanted to eat carbs and bland food, very similar to my first pregnancy. I did keep Blue Frost Gatorade on me at all times, which was same in my first pregnancy. Everything about this pregnancy has been basically the same as my first one, other than being a little more sick a little longer. This one though, wow, was the fatigue unreal. The fatigue and the tiredness set in almost like basically right away at week 5 and lasted probably until I started feeling a little more normal around like right when the first trimester was ending. And I don't know if it was so much worse than the first one, or if it was that now I'm a mom of a toddler on top of working full time, you know, and so it was really like mentally challenging that first month, because the first trimester, I didn't feel like myself at all, because honestly, I would wake up in the morning. This sounds very extreme and dramatic, but now that I'm out of it, it's like, okay, you're out of it and it's done and you move on. But at that time, I would wake up in the morning and I'd be like, I truly don't know if I have what I need to get through this day, meaning like the energy and the get up, because I'd wake up and I would just be like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. And then I'd get through my day with what I had to do, which meant work, feed my family dinner, get my son to bed, and then I would literally go straight into my bed. And I'd be in bed at like 7:30 until the next morning. And I just tried to tell myself during that time that like, I'm growing a baby, I'm growing a human, it's okay. Give myself grace, give myself permission to rest. Try not to beat myself up over not being able to do what I previously was doing, which was just being busy all the time and getting so much done and da-da-da. And I just had to give myself that reminder constantly. I'm super thankful for my husband, because he really picked up the slack like during that time and did take a lot more care of our son, and did like serve me and help with the food, and just basically gave me that like, it's okay that you're basically like not doing anything right now, because that's truly how I felt. And I'm sure I'm being harder on myself than the reality, but that's how I felt, and I definitely wasn't able to do what I normally am able to do. And that was basically all of July and August this summer. So that was it was just different, because summer, everybody's so busy, it's social, there's a ton going on, and I was like secretively having this struggle of not being myself, and we did not share with a lot of people, hardly anybody early like we did last time. So we pretty much mostly shared, well, we shared with like all of our family, like extended family and close friends at like 13 and 14 weeks, and then some family and like my best friend knew like early, but for the most part nobody knew. So you're just kind of like going through this struggle on your own, which I've heard and seen some stuff on like social media, like I don't know, just recently, like that first trimester, like we need to be there for people more. And it is true, because if you have like family or like a sister or your best friend and they're in that first trimester, I would say like try to be there for them, see if they need anything, because you do feel like the worst. I personally think you feel like crap in your first trimester, and it's just not that exciting yet. Like you don't have a bump, and you're also like worried about the viability of the pregnancy. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do moving forward, try to be there for people in my life in that phase. Okay, I feel like I need to hustle this up. Other than that, my gut instinct from the beginning is that this baby is a boy. My first 2 appointments in that first trimester, so at 8 weeks and then like 12, 13 weeks, The baby looked great. The heart rate was great. I did have a full-blown ultrasound on the first appointment, which was different than with Houston. They didn't do that until the 20 weeks, but you get 2 ultrasounds now at my OB. Here is a picture of the baby that we got at the first ultrasound. I'm not going to show like the top because it has all my stuff on it, but yes. And then we did take pregnancy announcement pictures, like not anything professional, but my sister-in-law just took them for us. So we took those around, I don't know if I was like 12 weeks or something, and then we announced around 14 weeks, like on social media and all that. So maybe I'll put a couple of those pictures in here.
Sounds great.
Look at it. Do you want to see your little brother or your little sister?
Yeah.
That's a baby. That's a baby. Do you think it's a boy or a girl?
Yeah.
You do? And look at the baby said, "Hi, Mom and Dad." Do you know where the baby is?
Yeah.
Where? It's right here. Look.
It's right here.
No, look it. It's right here in Mommy's belly.
Let me hold it.
You want to hold the baby?
Yeah.
Right here. Look. Hold the baby.
The more.
There's more pictures?
Yeah.
Look at all of them. Look at there.
The more one is.
The heart rate on the first appointment, which was on July 28th, was 168 beats per minute. And then the second appointment, which was on August 24th, so I was about 13 weeks, it was 150 beats per minute. Like I said, I just have a strong instinct that it is a boy again, based on the fact that I didn't get that sick and the heart rate being a little lower, and it's been like in the 140s, 150s since. I don't care either way what it is. We aren't gonna find out. I think either way it'll be a huge win, because if it's a boy, Houston will get that brother bond that my husband never had, because he had 2 sisters in my house that I was raised in. I had 2 sisters and a boy, so I never saw that brother relationship growing up. And if it's a girl, that'll be awesome, because then we'll get our first daughter. So either way, we're excited. I'm excited to not find out again. I think it's just the best surprise in the world, and I just think it's so fun. In the first trimester, I didn't have to wear any maternity clothes yet. I don't think specific maternity clothes. There might have been jeans that just started to not fit, but I did get a bunch of maternity clothes borrowed to me from my cousin's wife, because with my first pregnancy, I was pregnant and needing to wear maternity clothes in June, July, and August. So I just wore dresses and athletic shorts. So I literally had no maternity clothes. I had a few t-shirts from Target and 1 pair of jeans, but other than that, nothing. And obviously this pregnancy is going to be all fall and winter when I'm really big, because I forgot to mention until now, the due date is March 5th. So the baby is coming March 5th, which I think will be a nice time to have a newborn. In Minnesota, it's really crappy and still in March, so we'll just get to rest and recover, and then by summer the baby won't be newborn. So I think that'll be nice. I'm gonna show a few things that I did get for the baby, and honestly the reason that I got this stuff is because in the first pregnancy there's so much you're doing. You're registering for your showers, you're kind of planning your showers or thinking about that. You're picking out nursery furniture, you're getting your nursery set up, there's just a lot you're doing for the baby. So it's all you're thinking about, and you don't have any other kids yet, so it's pretty much your only focus. Whereas your second, it's you already have everything you need. Our nursery set up, we really don't even need any clothes, we don't need anything. So I feel the stuff that I did buy was just I don't know, have something special for the baby and get excited and it just makes you excited, like getting to pick out baby stuff and see how cute and little it all is. So I'm gonna show that stuff now, and I did already get gifted a couple things. So okay, this was well, actually technically the first thing that I bought was this little sweater, and I know it is a girl sweater, so if we don't have any girls it will get gifted to somebody else, but it's a hand crocheted little sweater that I got at this church festival, and I just was like, oh my gosh, that's so adorable, because you don't see anything like that in the stores. So I mean, if we have a girl, she can wear this coming, well, the next winter. But yeah, I just thought it was super cute. Second thing I got was this little jumper for next summer, or this coming summer when the baby is, if it's anything like Houston, it'll be big and chunky. So it's like hard to remember what, but this is 3 to 6 months, so I think should be good for the summer. It's Quincy May. It's super soft. I got it at a little boutique in Fargo, North Dakota when I was visiting some family there. I got, we just went to Once Upon a Child to look at Halloween costumes for our son, and they had a little gown, and I loved these with Houston, the gowns. I just thought they were so easy and awesome. And this one has the finger things so they won't scratch themselves. I guess some people like don't use these, but I just thought they were like the best. So yeah, no feet, no snaps. It just covers their legs. And then also with Houston, we used a Velcro Swaddle. I don't remember the brand off the top of my head, but I saw they had this at Once Upon a Child. It was like $5 something. So I was just like, I've seen people use these, and it's a swaddle for when they're first born with a zipper instead of the Velcro. So I thought that would be worth a try. It's called Love to Dream Swaddle Up Original. So I bought that. I got, again, it might not be a girl. If it's not a girl, then someone will get this as a gift. I got this little headband at the same store where I got the little Quincy May thing, and it has little dinosaurs on it. That's so cute. So this was a gift from somebody. They, one of my clients that I work with, actually, she makes quilts for like any babies in her life or people that are having babies. She just loves making these quilts. So she brought me 3 to pick from, all gender neutral. And I picked this one. It's flannel, and it has this super soft material on it. And I just thought that was so nice. It's like a whole crib size. On the back, it's flannel, and it has zebra and little trees, palm trees, I believe. And then also, I was telling her about that knit sweater that I got, and she said her friend makes these, so she gave me another little girl's knit. Well, is it crocheted or knit? I don't know. I think it's crocheted, but anyways, how cute is that? Again, if it's not a girl, we'll save it and see if we have a girl, and if we don't, they'll be gifted, or maybe I'll gift them ahead of time. Okay, last thing that I have bought so far is a knotted gown and matching hat for when the baby is a newborn. Maybe I'll bring it to the hospital with me. It's in this really beautiful copper color, or the burnt orange, and it's from Colored Organics. I'm honestly not overly impressed with how soft. I thought it was going to be softer, but I got it on, they were like running a 20% off thing, so I'll probably keep it. But it also has like where you can cover their fingers, so it's just a long gown, and then at the bottom you tie it in a knot, so just kind of a little special outfit for baby number 2. Okay, this video is already 20 minutes long. I feel like I'm sure I missed a bunch of stuff, but that was probably a good enough little recap. And we're just so excited to add a new life to our family, and feel so grateful and blessed that we get to have another baby, and I'm carrying this child, and we can't wait to see Houston become a big brother. So after 27 or 28 weeks, I'll do my second trimester, and I'll share like everything that's been going on since after 14 weeks, because like I said, I'm already 19. I'll show you my belly, but again, this is 19-week belly, I got way bigger, way faster with this pregnancy, which they told me was normal, but yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next pregnancy update video.